In order to find the total cost of ownership, Microsoft provides an excellent online tool to assist in estimating your Azure costs. This tool allows you to select and estimate the cost of deploying resources to Azure. Of course, to generate the best cost estimate, you will need to know exactly what resources you plan to deploy in Azure. You'll also need what compute requirements they have and what are their storage requirements. For example, Azure virtual machines are available in variety of sizes and computing power. You need to know what is the CPU and the number of cores and the memory. So if you plan to deploy infrastructure as a service virtual machines, you will need to choose from the sizes based on the demand of your workloads. The bottom line is that a cost-efficient Azure deployment requires careful and extensive planning. In case where you already have resources deployed to Azure, the first step in optimizing Azure resource costs is to analyze current Azure resource consumption in order to gain an overall understanding of resources currently deployed to Azure and their associated costs. Apart from the pricing calculator, Microsoft also has an inbuilt tool within your Azure portal which is called as cost analysis. You can find this out by navigating to your subscription and then clicking on cost analysis under cost management. There are two tools that can be used for determining overall Azure costs. One is the billing, which is also called as Azure Billing Portal, and then the next one, which is Azure Cost Management Tool. The Azure Billing Portal can be accessed right from the Azure portal. The dashboard of the cost analysis provides a roll-up of the costs associated with each subscription. By clicking on each subscription, you can view the costs associated with the subscription graphically broken down by the resource group as you see here. So right now, the total cost of the resource group that I'm using is displayed here. You can also filter them down further by selecting the attributes mentioned in this drop-down list. Now this overall page or the dashboard is really helpful in determining where most of your Azure dollars are being consumed. Clicking on any of the resources takes you to the costs by resource window. Here each resource is listed along with its type, resource group, and tags if you have specified any. Clicking on any one of these items will take you to the cost history, and this information can be helpful in identifying usage trends as per resource basis. As you see, the resources that I've used so far are virtual machines, storage, VPN gateway, Azure DNS, and virtual network. The Azure Cost Management tool is another good tool for monitoring and analyzing Azure costs. Here Microsoft Azure has several tools inbuilt to analyze the cloud costs, to monitor the budgets, and also optimize with recommendations. Microsoft Azure has a special service offering called as Azure Advisor that provides us recommendations to identify any unused or underutilized resources. You may have several virtual machines sitting on your region in your resource group. What if some of them are underutilized or using CPU less than 90% for over 10 days? That means we really do not need it. So we can take action to reduce the waste and thereby reducing the cost. Keep in mind that resource costs vary somewhat by region. So if possible, create your resources in a region with lower costs. Ideally, you should place your resources close to the geographical region of your consumers of these resources. You can use the pricing calculator to identify the costs in the region where you want to host the resources. In the next video, let's go ahead and learn how to use the pricing calculator.